Hi everyone, I'm Shannon Bodishan and I'm with Timeless Realty out of Georgia. I'm going to tell you today how to become a real estate agent or realtor in Georgia. So, first things first, you must be 18 years old and you have to be a high school graduate or have a GED. If you meet those qualifications, you can go ahead and sign up for your 75-hour pre-license course. Now, this course can be done online or in person. There's lots of options and lots of schools out there that does this, so you need to go ahead and do your research. Pick the one that has the class at the times that you're available and the price that meets your needs. It's going to run you anywhere between $300 and $500. And there's also online resources that you can use in order to help study. I highly recommend studying as you go along in this course. You will have a final exam at the end that you have to pass before you can take your state board test. And you can only take that test 2 times. So if you failed the first final exam, you can take it one more time. If you fail that one, you have to take the whole 75-hour course again. So I highly recommend studying the first time and just knocking it out. You're going to then, once you pass that final exam, go and sign up for your state board test. Now, this state board test is done through PSI exam in the state of Georgia, and it's going to run you around $121. Once you sign up for that, it's over the same exact material that your final exam was over. So all that studying just counted for 2 tests, which is perfect. Just go ahead and knock them out as quickly as possible so you don't forget the information. Now, that one you can take as many times as you need to. You're not limited to just 2. So if you fail it the first time, that's okay. Go home, study some more, sign up again. It's just going to be another about $121 fee. So, save some money, study the first time, and just knock it out and get it done. All right, you guys, I wanted to go ahead and just say a quick side note about the state board test. Everybody gets really freaked out about the math. A lot of people just are not genuinely good at math and they think that they can't become a realtor or real estate agent just because of the math portion. Let me tell you this. If you fail every single question about math, like if you get them all wrong, you can still pass the test. There aren't that many math questions that appear on the test itself, and it cannot stop you from passing the test. So as long as you get all the other questions right, you're going to be golden and you're going to pass the test. So don't worry and don't let that deter you at all. Okay, so once you have your test passed, your state board test passed, you're going to go and go to your local police station and you're going to get a background check. They're going to print it out for you, and then you're going to take that and go apply for your license. I did mine in person. It just goes a lot easier and a lot smoother that way. And they're going to verify your background check and that you passed your test and all of this goodness with your identification and whatnot. You do have to pay for your license. I think mine was around $100 to go ahead and get. And then you are good to go. So once you have your license, it's time to celebrate, right? You did it. You made it through. You are officially a real estate agent at this point. You need to go ahead and find a broker. So what I would do is I would start looking at where you live and look at the vicinity around it, because you don't want to have to travel too far. You're going to need to go into your brokerage several times here and there for different trainings, for meetings, coachings, events, to meet clients. So you want to be able to get there and get back and have it not be like a huge commute for your life, right? Now, once you see what's in the radius of your home, you need to go ahead and look for the one that is best for you. Set up interviews with all of them. And then when you go into those interviews, you need to ask specific questions about their training, coaching, and mentorship. They're all going to offer something. Not everyone is good, and some of them are going to cost a lot of money for them to train you. None of them will offer training for free. So just know that off the bat. You didn't learn how to become a realtor or real estate agent in that 75-hour class. You're going to learn it once you get to your brokerage, and it's going to cost you. So you need to talk to them and say, what do you offer? How frequently do you offer it? If I have a coach or a mentor, how often do I get to ask them questions, to communicate with them? How often are the trainings, the frequency of it? And once that's over, because it's only for a certain duration, once that's over, then who can I ask questions to, right? So you need to make sure that you know that information. everybody always wants to jump into the commission and say, oh, I just want the broker that gives me the most money, right? The most commission. And I'm going to tell you, when you are brand new to this, that is not the way you want to go, because the ones that will give you the most commission offer you the least amount of training and the least amount of support. And you don't want that when you're new. You want the maximum amount of training, the maximum amount of support and help and guidance throughout this entire process. There's so much to being a realtor and a real estate agent, and you just really have to learn the business before you can really start making the full amount of your commission, okay? So, for example, everybody told me to go with some different brokers that definitely would give me, a 90-10 split, because they do get some money right out of your deal. They are the broker. So they were going to take 10% and they were going to give me 90. That sounds pretty good. However, the training there was very minimal and it cost a lot of money to even get a little bit of training. The people I talked to didn't really receive good training, and they weren't getting a lot of business because of it, because they didn't do what they were supposed to do when they had the chance to do it, right? So instead, I went with Keller Williams. I love it at Keller Williams. I highly recommend going with them as a new agent because they offer pretty much the best training that you can find. They are the #1 company in the world for real estate. I highly recommend it because although you still do pay for training, you're going to pay for it anywhere, but this is not going to be, your whole commission check handing it over. It's not like that. You're still going to get a pretty fair split. It is going to be a little bit less than the other 90-10. I can say that for sure, but you are getting an incredible training. You're going to do all your legal documents correctly, and you're going to get all your questions answered. And once you do that, you will be on your own then, and then you won't have to pay for training anymore, and you will get lots more of that commission coming your way. And now you've set yourself up for success. You actually know what it is you're doing, and you know legally you're not going to be making mistakes. So I highly recommend it. If you would like to become a Keller Williams realtor, you can go ahead and sign up for them. It's going to ask you when you first sign up if you would like to put a sponsor in. I'm always accepting new people for sponsorship. So if you would like to put me, Shannon Bodeshon, go right ahead and I will sponsor you. In fact, I would love to sponsor you. And then that way we can just grow in the Keller Williams family together. But you guys, I really hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions about becoming a realtor or real estate agent, go ahead and leave it in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Thank y'all. Bye, everybody.